Fire. What is up, guys? MACABESPEED coming at ya. Absolutely incredible episode today. I cannot tell you how long I have physically wanted an AEA Terminator. For at least 2-3 weeks now, I've wanted one of these worse than anything else in the world. Now that somebody else has used their retirement to pay for one to get one into my hands, gosh, couldn't be happier today. This thing came straight from the archives at Terry Fox, and I can't say enough good things about Fox Air Power and the service that I've received from them so far. In a world where we see a lot of dealers starting to short people on the big end of things as far as the parts and service is concerned, Terry's been really good for me. Can't say that about everybody, but I could definitely vouch for somebody that's gotten me parts in the past when I have abused and broken my stuff. On to the Terminator. This Terminator, it looks like a baby S45 to me. I know that Ben says that the Terminator platform and the S45 platform have nothing in common, but it just looks similar. The pins are in the same spots, a lot of the adjustment knobs are in the same spots. This right here is missing the back buffer tube piece that you would typically see on the S45, but even the top rail, level, and mag port are all similar. So similar that I can't overlook it, right? Like I can't act like they're not at least related. I do believe they are distant cousins. Now there are two versions of the Terminator, guys. We've got the 30 caliber 1762mm, which sits in front of me, and we also have the 357, which you've seen featured on this channel before, courtesy of Edmund Leong. Edmund Leong brought his 9mm Terminator up when he visited us over a year ago, and we were able to go ahead and put down some definitive data all the way out to 100 yards, all the way out to 100 yards for you guys, and show that it is a pellet gun, but not necessarily suited to slugs. I want to see if that's going to be the case today. I've got the brand new Toney Red Dot optic up on top of this thing, and I want to go ahead and first just get it sighted in for 25 yards. Everybody hates on me for the 25-yard sight in, but realistically, most air gunners are going to be engaging most things they shoot at within 25 to 50 yards. So I think it's a very valid sight in with the flat trajectory that this kind of horsepower is going to give us. Because this magazine is just a little bit longer than some of the other 30 caliber counterparts that I see in the AEA lineup, I am going to go straight to those red tip terrors, the Predator Polymags. No problems fitting in this big deep magazine, and I won't have to modify the rounds whatsoever. Having said that, I know those polymags are explosive, so if they're accurate, might be a go-to for that squirrel hunting type round. Now this magazine cycles around just exactly like you would find every other AEA magazine. You rotate it until you get to the end of the magazine, load that first one as a placeholder into the wheel, and then you have a mag that holds itself ready to accept seeds. I've seen other Terminators though have failures on the range, even on the first time that they've been shot. So I'm really hoping for success today. However, when I did my unboxing, if you guys watched that video, and if you haven't, go back and watch my entire channel to catch up. There was pressure in this gun when it got here. Bodes well for the whole reliability of the rifle. Bugs, man, bugs are terrible today. All right, gentlemen. Predator Polymags here. Well, I suppose I should move my camera out of my way, huh? This is in frame, super great, awesome. I need to choke up on this whole setup. Better. Fire. Wow. Low right. I'm just going to take that information that I have there and start adjusting. I believe in this optic. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, and then hopefully it'll go ahead and work for us. Up. That's how a pro would do it, right? One shot, then start adjusting. Like that much. We're gonna go up that much. We're gonna go left this much. Now shoot it. I feel like I'm gonna hit my camera. I'm wrong. See how she groups. These are moving butt naked speed. Straight up, The Terminator is putting down power in 30 caliber. I don't have any extra volume being added to my mics. This is true definition, true recordings. And what you're hearing is the true report from this rifle. These are going butt naked speed. This is not going to be the episode where you get the FPS. I am not a real YouTube air gunner in that fashion. But by the same token, I think this is going to be a great episode to get sighted in and really gain some familiarity with a brand new to us platform. Maybe we'll drop it down just a little bit. Up this way, down that way. Is it empty?
I think so.
Will it shoot again if it's empty? That was a hit.
Still going. Now it's empty.
I will say this, comparatively to my S45 that only holds 6 seeds in that big fat mag, the 11 rounds in this magazine seem to just go on forever. Great round count in these big magazines for the Terminator 30. We did start out all the way at 3,300 PSI, and we have migrated at this point to this mark. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do for you guys at this point is give it one more magazine and really make sure that I can get through 2 solid mags without too much of a shift as far as point of impact is concerned. All right, here we go, second mag. Now, if we do get through both of these magazines, this is going to be a total of 22 shots on this specific fill. I am going to go ahead and hold just slightly lower so that I can go ahead and make that red dot disappear in the center as opposed to that initial group and kind of separate the 2 magazines. Let's see what happens. That is the ugliest noise from this bottle rattling around on this table. There is so much physical violence and vibration from such a heavy spring, a return spring, and a valve all working in harmony to spit these rounds at 100 FPE. God, this is good. I gotta say, guys, having broken my S45 today, this is a breath of fresh air. Finally something semi-automatic with some heat that's working without fail. I don't want to go ahead and jinx it or anything, but man, shit seems to be working. I'm going to give it a squeeze real quick just to make sure it's empty. Totally empty, good lord, damn. I don't care if the barrel's shrouded or not, the volume level is at like 7 out of 10 on this thing. This thing has a bark. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, guys, well, we got ahead and moved ourselves out to 50 yards, and I just realized that at some point during that initial filming second, my main camera took a shit on me. That's the reason why I utilized multiple camera angles with multiple audio pickups, so hopefully I still have an episode to edit when I get back to my house. Let's go ahead and see what we can do at 50 yards. Now I'm going to be low-key terrified of that thing quitting the whole time.
Smack.
I have no idea where I'm hitting because I can't see that good.
Let me go get my rate.
I think I'm hitting just a little bit high and slightly to the left. I'm gonna go on that information and see if I can't connect with those 2-inch gongs. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to just go ahead and group it out for you boys. My Kentucky windage with this brand new optic not gonna pay off dividends for us. Center hold once again. I do see it grouping. I am going to go ahead and be ambitious and try again. Oh! Dude, finally was able to connect. I'm going to consider that a lucky shot. out of ammunition. But you know what? The smiles per gallon are pretty high on this rifle. Hitting that gong with that kind of authority at 50 yards just by employing a little bit of take what I know and apply it, man, I really like this thing so far. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing at 50 yards that I did at 25. And let's just go ahead and give you guys 2 solid magazines and then really go and look and see what our grouping is gonna be like at that 50-yard mark. I'm starting to sweat right now. The sweat's dripping in my eyes. My optics don't like looking directly into the sun. There's a lot of stuff going on, but if I can make some hits in these conditions, chances are you're gonna do even better. Let's get the sweat out of my forehead. Set back up with our 11-round magazine, 50-yard distance. I don't have a trigger any longer. I have no more ammunition. And I have 1700 PSI. So that's definitely going to be something to look out for. Just like I was thinking, guys, if you run it down past a certain PSI, and it looks like if I start at less than 3300, you may run into pressure issues on the big end of your shot string. All right, guys, it's gonna be our final fill, and I'm gonna finally go ahead and do what everybody wants to really see, which is use this rifle as the manufacturer intended, as a semi-automatic beast. We're gonna go ahead and fill up a final 5th magazine, and then really run this thing as quickly as I can pull the trigger. All right. Migrate over just slightly so there's not quite so much glare in my rosy little cheeks. There we go. Why am I so cattywampus? Fire. That looks like a pretty ragged hole down there, and not too terribly many of them either. I'm gonna go ahead and consider this a success at 25 yards. I know it's a real cheat to go ahead and use a sled like this, especially at a small distance like 75 feet. But by the same token, if I don't do this, people are always gonna go ahead and question my reliability and accuracy versus the rifle and ammunition. That's overheating. Massive shout out to Terry Fox at Fox Air Power for kicking down this absolutely badass Terminator. Cannot say thank you enough times, my friend. Thank you very much for that. For the rest of you guys, I think this is going to be a great place to end today's Getting Our Feet Wet with the Terminator episode. But if you like today's episode, give it a thumbs up. You want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so that you can stay current on the channel as well as when new videos come out. If you really like this video, make sure you share it so that somebody else can see it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.